Brazil just beat Ecuador 5-0. It's October 2007, and Ronaldinho and a few teammates are celebrating at a nightclub in Rio de Janeiro. He doesn't leave until 11 the next morning, and when he finally does, he reportedly climbs into the trunk of a car, not the back seat. The trunk, just so the cameras outside don't catch him. A few days later, Barcelona benches him. 2 years before that night, people were calling this same man the best footballer alive. So how does someone go from that to hiding in the trunk of a car from his own country's press? Rewind to November 2005. Ronaldinho scores twice against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Madrid's own fans stand up and applaud him at their own stadium for the opposition. Before that day, only one other player had ever been given that at the Bernabeu, Diego Maradona. That same year, Ronaldinho wins the Ballon d'Or. The following season, Barcelona win the Champions League for the first time in 14 years, and Ronaldinho is at the center of almost every step that gets him there. He's 26 years old, World Cup, Champions League, the Ballon d'Or. There isn't much left on the list. This is exactly where the story turns. The next season doesn't go the same way. Barcelona get knocked out of the Champions League in the last 16 by Liverpool. An injury picked up in the Clásico rules Ronaldinho out of a charity match. He finishes the year third in World Player of the Year, voting, a real drop from where he'd been standing. Then October arrives, the nightclub, the car trunk, the benching. That night isn't really where the problem starts. It's the moment the problem stops being something Barcelona could keep quiet. Because inside the club, people had already been watching it build. Ronaldinho had been a model professional through his first 3 seasons. Now, by most accounts, the nights out were getting longer, the training was slipping, and his physical condition was starting to show it. The following season is basically lost. He plays his 200th match for Barcelona in February 2008. Then, on the 3rd of April, a torn muscle in his leg ends the season early. On the 19th of May, club president Joan Laporta says publicly that Ronaldinho needs a new challenge, that reviving his career will mean leaving for a new club. A month later, Pep Guardiola takes over as Barcelona manager. One of his early calls is to move Ronaldinho on. He leaves for AC Milan at 28. The age most elite forwards are just entering their best years. There are real flashes of the old magic at Milan. One season, he leads the entire league in assists. But his first coach there, Carlo Ancelotti, later puts it simply, the decline never surprised him. Because Ronaldinho's physical condition had always been precarious. The talent, Ancelotti said, was never the question. From Milan, the career keeps moving. Back to Brazil with Flamengo, then Atlético Mineiro, where in 2013 he wins a Copa Libertadores title and looks, for a stretch, like his old self. Then Querétaro in Mexico, then Fluminense. He retires in 2018. By then, he's one of only 8 players in history to have won the World Cup, the Champions League, and the Ballon d'Or. Numbers most players never get within reach of. But ask anyone what they remember about the moment it all started slipping, and it isn't a statistic. It's the image of the best player in the world folding himself into the trunk of a car, trying not to be seen. That night in Rio didn't end Ronaldinho's career. It just made public what Barcelona had already started living with quietly, that the same joy which made him the most loved player on the planet was starting to matter more to him off the pitch than on it. And once everyone else could see that too, there was no putting it back.